very much. We're going to have one of our illustrious band members, Irv, come and talk a little bit about the Gebelein Award, which is an award in honor of the very first band director here at Hopkins. And it's part of the scholarship that we do for some of our students. So I'll let Irv come. Please welcome Irv to the front of the stage.
I don't know. Do I sound louder? Yes. I was afraid I'd have to project without the trumpet. My name is Irv. I've been hanging around this organization for a while now. When I started back in 1969, I was greeted by a gentleman at the door. We were practicing then in the ROTC building behind the gym. Who told us to call him Gebby, which I kind of found, as a 17-year-old, feeling kind of disrespectful. He was someone who was, I think, probably in the 70s at the time. But after about an hour of getting to know him, Gebby was kind of the only fitting name for the gentleman. He was the director of the band for 46 years. After his retirement, remained active for another 10 years, till his passing in 1981. At that time, a group of alumni and friends of Gebby, students of Gebby, other people who have known him over the years, got together to try to put together some sort of memorial to his career at Hopkins, to just the kind of person he was. He was one of those teachers you always remember. He was an accomplished musician, accomplished classical guitarist and pianist. Gave piano lessons to probably half of Baltimore during his time. A soccer player, an engineer, probably above all a fan of lacrosse. So the band, under his guidance and since then, has become a very integral part of lacrosse games as well as other Hopkins sports. So what we try to do each year is recognize a student who emulates the qualities that Gebby tried to impart in all of us. Not just musicianship, which is of course very important, but also participation in all of the band's functions, in wind ensemble, in pep band, all of which were one organization at the time. Taking the leadership role, this group does not run itself. There is a lot of behind-the-scenes work that's required, and we also look for someone who's going to participate, take a band office, do a lot of the work that puts these concerts together, and lets all of you know about it so that you can be here. Unless you have children in the band, then they tell you themselves so far. So each year committee gets together and looks at the students who have participated in all of these functions and exhibited the kind of qualities that Gebby held dear and tried to impart on the rest of us. So I will turn this back to Dave to announce the recipients of this year's Conrad Gebelein Memorial Scholarship.
Thank you. I'll use the mic for the rest of this, I guess. Wow. All right. That's much louder. These two gentlemen that are getting the scholarship this year have been invaluable to me. This is my first year at Hopkins, and they can all attest to the first meeting. I was like, what is going on and what is lacrosse? I have no idea what's happening. So they've been very helpful with getting all the information out to me. And they were super dedicated. These are two guys that I can rely on to get anything done. So without further ado, and they know to stand up, so hopefully they'll remember to do that. The two recipients of the Conrad Gebelein Memorial Award this year are Jonathan Kriss and Aarón Abugaber.
Anyway, we also want to recognize all the seniors this year, since they will no longer be with us and going off and actually making money now instead of spending it, hopefully. Well, spending it and making it at the same time. So if all the seniors could stand to be recognized, if you don't mind. There's one in the back that's already standing. There we go. Thank you all very much for coming. I believe there is free food afterwards, which is, you know, the big. I know why I'm on too. No, I'm just kidding. Now, there'll be food out in the lobby. So this next piece we have for you is called Folk Dances by Shostakovich. It's an arrangement. It's a whole ton of fun.